Grab the tissues, everyone. Today's update on our beloved Ruth LANGSFORD hits right in the feels, reminding us all that even the strongest among us need a shoulder to cry on. If there is one woman on British television who feels like a genuine friend to all of us, it's Ruth LANGSFORD. She has been our morning companion, our voice of reason on loose women, and a pillar of dignity during some truly turbulent times. We've watched her navigate the highs of career success and the lows of personal heartbreak with a grace that is honestly inspiring. But today, our hearts are breaking just a little bit for her. Amidst a whirlwind of personal changes and the public eye constantly analyzing her every move, Ruth shared a tender, incredibly vulnerable moment that has stopped us in our tracks. It involves a girlfriend, her rock, her support system, and some truly difficult health news that puts everything into perspective. Let's dive into what's happening, why this moment matters so much, and why Ruth represents the resilience in all of us. The couple that said 1,000 words. In a world that is often obsessed with glitz, glamour, and perfect Instagram lives, Ruth LANGSFORD keeps it real. She recently shared a snippet of her life that wasn't about red carpets or TV studios. Instead, it was a raw, unfiltered moment of connection. Ruth was pictured cuddling up to one of her closest girlfriends. And we aren't talking about a polite side hug. We are talking about that deep, soul-restoring embrace that you only share with a woman who knows your heart inside and out. The context? Heartbreaking health news. While Ruth has always been private about the deepest details of her inner circle to protect their privacy, the emotional weight of the update was palpable. Whether it is navigating the illness of a loved one, a furry companion, we all know how much she adores her dog, Maggie, or the general health struggles that hit our families when we least expected, the pain was evident. But so was the love. Sometimes you just need your girls. You need that one person who doesn't need you to speak to understand exactly what you are going through. This moment highlights something we often forget to celebrate, the healing power of female friendship. When the world feels heavy, it's often our girlfriends, our sisters, chosen or biological, who step in to hold us up. Why this hits so close to home? Let's be honest with each other for a second. We have all been there, haven't we? You're going about your day, trying to keep a smile on your face, trying to be the strong one for your family or your job. Then, the phone rings. You get news that shakes your foundation. Maybe it's a diagnosis in the family. Maybe it's a sudden turn for the worse for a friend. In that moment, you don't want the fame. You don't want the money. You just want a hug. Ruth LANGSFORD is a celebrity, yes, but seeing her cling to her friend for support reminds us that she is human first. She faces fear just like we do. She needs reassurance just like we do. She values loyalty above all else. It is this relatability that makes us root for her so hard. Following her split from Eamon Holmes, Ruth has shown a masterclass in dignity. She hasn't bashed anyone. She hasn't gone on wild rants. She has simply surrounded herself with love, focused on her work, and leaned on her friends. The health news reality check. While the specifics of the health news are often kept quiet to respect the privacy of those involved, the heartbreak mentioned in reports reminds us of the fragility of life. Ruth has been an advocate for health awareness for years, often discussing menopause, mental health, and caring for aging parents on loose women. She doesn't shy away from the hard stuff. When news breaks involving health scares within a circle of friends, it forces us to reevaluate our priorities. It reminds us to hug our loved ones a little tighter. Forgive the small stuff that doesn't matter. Make that phone call we've been putting off. Ruth's embrace with her friends serves as a visual reminder to show up for people. It's not about fixing the problem. Sometimes you can't fix the health issue. Sometimes the only thing you can do is be there, offer a cuddle, and sit in the darkness with them until the light comes back. The power of the tribe. Can we take a moment to appreciate the girlfriend brigade? Ruth's circle includes strong women like her loose women co-stars and longtime besties who have rallied around her during her separation. This recent update proves that these aren't just show business acquaintances. These are ride-or-die connections. There is a biological reaction when we cuddle someone we trust. Oxytocin releases, cortisol levels drop, and for a few seconds, the scary news feels just a tiny bit more manageable. Ruth showing this vulnerability is high engagement because it invites us to look at our own circles. It makes us ask, who is my Ruth? Who is the person I would run to if I got bad news today? Ruth's quiet strength. We need to talk about how Ruth handles adversity. She doesn't crumble, she adapts. Facing health worries, whether your own or a loved one's, is exhausting. It drains your battery. Yet, Ruth shows up. She gets dressed, she puts on that famous smile, and she does her job. But she is also wise enough to know when to crash. This cuddle photo isn't a sign of weakness, it's a sign of emotional intelligence. She knows that to keep going, she has to let the emotions out. She has to let herself be held. To anyone reading this who is currently dealing with their own heartbreaking health news or watching a loved one suffer, look at Ruth. It's okay to be scared. It's okay to need support. You do not have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders alone. What we can learn from Ruth today. As we send our love and positive vibes to Ruth and her circle during this tough time, let's take 3 lessons from this emotional update. Vulnerability is a superpower. Admitting you are sad or scared doesn't make you weak, it makes you real. Prioritize your people. Jobs come and go. Fame fades. But the friend who holds you while you cry, that is forever. Asterisk asterisk, cherish every moment. Asterisk asterisk, health is wealth. Never take a healthy day for granted. We are with you, Ruth. Ruth, if you are reading this, or if your fans are reading this on your behalf, know that the whole nation is sending you a massive virtual hug. You have been there for us through our mornings, laughing and crying with us through the TV screen. Now, we are sending that love right back to you. Whatever this health news entails, and whoever it is hurting, we pray for healing, comfort, and peace. Keep holding on to your girlfriends, keep cuddling your dog, and keep being the wonderful, authentic woman we all adore. Over to you, the Community Corner. We want to hear from you because this community supports each other just like Ruth's friends support her. Has a close friend ever helped you get through a terrible health scare or bad news? Who is the one person you would call right now if you needed a Ruth-style cuddle? Let us know in the comments below. Let's fill this comment section with stories of friendship, survival, and love. Let's show Ruth she isn't alone. Sending love and strength to everyone facing a battle today.